Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the Appalachian Trail. It was a very cold evening, very cold in the tent. It got down to 31, 28, I'm not sure. But there was frost on my tent when I woke up. I was warm, Michael was not. So he wound up going in my in my sleeping bag. And he was much happier when we did that. Problem is, when he goes in my sleeping bag, he's much happier, but I'm not necessarily. Anyway, little change of plans. I was going to hike to Woods Hole Shelter today, which is 12 miles. However, a bear canister is required. Hikers have to carry one of those if you stay at that shelter, because apparently there's been bear activity. I have a bear bag, not a bear canister. So it's either go 5 miles today to Above the Clouds hostel and do laundry, resupply, sleep in a bed, or go 15 miles to Neal's, N-E-E-L, Neal's Gap. So I've decided to go 5 miles today. So it's going to be what we call in hikers world a Nero day, not a zero day. So I am doing some miles, but not many miles, just to get to where I need to go in order to be able to go to the next spot. Because then tomorrow I can hike the 10 miles to Neal's Gap as opposed to 15 miles. So that's the story. It's a beautiful day, and I'll show you the mountains. That's the range. You can finally see the mountains, and what's so beautiful, since the leaves are not on the trees, you get the views. All right, well, I'll let you know when I get to Above the Clouds hostel, and see up the trail. And that's Lost Soul. Wave, Lost Soul. Lost Soul is from Florida, and he's also going to Above the Clouds hostel. So we're going to try to probably share a shuttle. Yeah,
absolutely.
Lucky is the guy who owns it, and I think he would rather make one trip instead of 2. So we're going to do that, and we're about to climb Ramrock Mountain. And as you can, well, I have shedded a bunch of layers. So has Lost Soul, because now it's beautiful and warm and nothing like it was a few minutes ago or this morning. See you later. So we made it to Woody Gap, and this is Fireball.
Yeah. Fireball, water pants.
Fireball and water pants. And they are doing trail magic. And what year did you guys do the trail?
2014.
2014?
Yeah, I haven't done it.
Haven't done it.
Some weekend hikes.
Okay, but they're here doing Micah, sit up. They're here doing trail magic, which means that they're setting up camp here, and they have a fire inside that tent, and they even have a veggie burger for me, which is extremely exciting. So they're making it for me, and I'm gonna have a little lunch, and then we're gonna head over to the hostel. And it is windy and cold today, but we're cozy. Hi there. As I said before, today was sort of a Nero day because I only hiked 5 miles. So near zero day. Zero is when you hike no miles. But today was a Nero. It was a nice 5 miles. It was challenging in some places, but it was very beautiful. Summited Ramrock Mountain, and then came down and had some trail magic, which you saw in the video, or will see in the video. And they had a veggie burger for me, which was amazing. They had hamburgers, hot dogs, and they had 2 veggie burgers left, and I got one, so that was good. So I got to eat a veggie burger. And then I was supposed to go to Above the Clouds hostel, and as where the gentleman that was hiking down with me, because we were going to share a shuttle to Around the Bend Hostel, but not Around the Bend, Above the Clouds Hostel. But two cars showed up. One guy said to Lost Soul, which is his name, his trail name, "You're coming with me." And another guy pointed to me. He said, "Did you Jody?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "You're coming with me." So I said, "Okay, who are you?" He said, "Well, you were supposed to go to Above the Clouds Hostel." I said, "Yeah, I booked a private room with somebody this morning. I spoke to them at 7 a.m. And he said, "Well, guess what? Somebody took your accommodations because they did it online, and I guess the online people get taken care of first." I don't know. He said, "But I'm taking you to Kennedy Resort Cabins, and you have a cabin all to yourself." I said, "Okay." And it was only about a mile further from Above the Clouds. So I got here, and the weekend car went on. There was nobody here. I had the washer and dryer all to myself, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but for a thru hiker with wet, dirty clothes, it was big. It was major. I also had the whole utility room to myself, which was very exciting because I got to clean all my gear that was wet and muddy from the rain 2 days ago. So it was a very, very good Nero day. And then somebody came over to me and said, "Would you like shrimp or hamburgers or ribs for dinner?" And I said, "Shrimp," since I don't eat hamburgers or ribs. So I guess I'm going to have that. And I'll drop some pictures of my room. It's called the Americana, and there's American flags and a big God Bless America sign right on the pillow of my bed. So, an interesting day. You just don't know when you're through hiking. Anything could happen. Anything can change. Plans change, and it's all okay. So that's pretty much a wrap for the day. I'm 20.5 miles in the Appalachian Trail. Tomorrow, my plan is to get up, and I will be driven back to the trailhead where I was left off this morning. And I plan to hike to Neel's Gap, Neels Gap, and spend the night either at Mountain Crossing, which is a hostel if there's room. If not, there's a campground about a mile north of that, which I plan to stay at, one or the other. So we'll see what the day brings. And yeah, so everything's good. So that's a wrap for day 3. And we'll keep you posted on the rest. It's, weather is very windy, chilly. It's probably 43 degrees. So it is cool for Georgia. But tomorrow is supposed to be a little bit warmer, which is great because I'm going to be in a very high mountain tomorrow. Blood Mountain apparently is the highest mountain on the AT in Georgia. So I got my work cut out for me. All right. Well, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and a great Sunday. And I'll give you updates again soon. Bye.